Hey guys, welcome. It's Stephen Merchant, the exhibition guy. Really looking forward to be working on a new project with GovNet on a series of 3 webinars for exhibiting at shows. So the first webinar, which is today's, will focus on all the things that we need to do before we exhibit at an event. So it's all about planning and all the things we need to do to really ensure that we have a massive success once we get there. So we kick off to today's video. Today will be all about planning. So we're going to look at why we make a plan. It's also about objectives. So it's setting 3 key objectives as to why we're exhibiting. We then look at the pitch. So what are we saying to our clients or visitors to a stand to really get them engaged with us and get them to do business with us? We then look at the stand design and how we're laying it out and how functional it is for the visitors to walk onto. We then look at marketing, which is all about the pre-show marketing, the channels that we use and how we get visitors to come to the exhibition and, more importantly, come to our stand. And then we look at our training, which is our team, the people who are going to work the stand for us and who are really going to get the results that we're looking for. So moving on to planning, first of all, planning is really important. And a couple of things about planning is, why do we make a plan? We make a plan because we want to succeed. So it's all about putting in place measures that are going to result in us getting the results and objectives that we want to achieve. Secondly, we look at who we plan for. So who exactly are we aiming to attract to the exhibition and how are we going to do it? We then look at when we plan. So we book a stand 3 or 4 months in advance or maybe a year in advance. It's when we start that planning process, which really needs to be pretty much straight away. So it's very important that you plan and plan for success. Then we look at what we plan. So what exactly should be included in those plans, which will be on the next slide. For me, there's 3 areas that you need to focus on when it comes to the plan. First of all, we need to look at sales. Secondly, we need to look at marketing. And thirdly, we need to look at operations. So what's in the sales plan? Well, the sales plan should really include what products we're showing, what ranges we're showing, what salespeople are going to be the best people in our organization to really represent our brand and sell us well at an exhibition. So these all need to be included in the plan. And then we need to look at targets for the show. So what targets are salespeople working to in terms of demonstrations, sales, appointments? What are the actual targets for those salespeople? Then we look at marketing. What collateral are we using? What collateral are we bringing to the event? Do we need new collateral if there's new products and new product launches? Because that's really important as well. What marketing channels are we using? So is it purely social media or are we traditional print and radio? It's all about setting down a budget for marketing to really promote ourselves at the event to get the result we want. We then look at the operational plan. So who's building the stand? Are we taking space only? How much space do we need if we haven't booked already? And who is looking after all the extras? It's all the things you need to do in that plan that take the stress away from you once you're there. We then look at objectives. I work with clients every day, one-to-one in exhibitions, who've done shows for a number of years and also some who are just first-time exhibitors. And they all tell me they've 10 or 11 objectives for exhibiting. It's too many. We need to focus on 3 key objectives. 3 is a magic number because with 3, we look at it and we go, we have to have complete attention on our key objectives. If you have more than 3, you're going to lose focus. It's all about being laser focused on what exactly you want to achieve. It also, by having 3, increases our opportunity of achieving our objectives. And just because we set 3 doesn't mean that other ones won't come along, but there should be 3 and 3 key ones that you should focus on. So a lot of people ask me, well, it's all about sales. Of course it's about sales, and that's my objective. Absolutely, but it's about lots of other things as well. So let's look at a couple of the key objectives for exhibiting. So what are they? Existing clients. How many existing clients do we want to meet, which will increase our profile and brand credibility? Market research. Maybe we've just launched a new product and we need to get further feedback on it. Market research is critical at exhibitions. Maybe that's our objective. We also then look at appointments. Our appointment books should be filled for 2 to 3 weeks after the event. That's an absolute key objective for exhibiting. We then look at finding new staff. Recruitment is a massive challenge for business these days, if not the biggest challenge. And people coming to an exhibition are genuinely interested in that particular sector. So maybe we could get 3 or 4 new hires or 1 or 2 new hires from the event itself and save the recruitment fees. Other objectives are launching new products. People love to be the first one to see a product. So maybe the objective is launching a brand new product at the show. And then we look at brand awareness, increasing our profile in the marketplace. All really, really important. And then we look at demonstrating products. Exhibitions are great for touchy-feely, where people can actually physically feel and touch the product, and demonstrating is a great way and a great objective for exhibiting. And then we look at distributors. Maybe we're looking for new marketing and sales channels, and we should set ourselves an objective of finding a new distributor. Now, the key one, which we all talk about and all my clients talk about, is making sales. Of course we want to make sales, but don't assess a whole exhibition purely on sales, because there's so much more you can achieve for it. So really, if you take anything from this, it's about setting 3 key objectives for success at exhibiting. Moving on to the pitch. So what exactly are we saying to our clients? What is the pitch, and why do we need an elevator pitch? Well, it's very important to develop your elevator pitch, and the reason being, visitors to exhibitions are time poor. They may have a floor plan and looking to see 40 or 50 exhibitors, so it's important you can get your message across very quickly and very succinctly. In doing that, you focus on them. You focus on exactly the benefit to them, the key benefit. Not focusing on yourself, focusing on them and the solutions you can provide. By doing this, you create a pitch that they will remember. And they remember it long after the event, which is exactly what you want to do. So in terms of developing your elevator pitch, it's all about short and sweet, 20 to 30 second elevator pitch. We look at then focusing on the client, the benefit and the key benefit to them. That's what matters, and that's what they'll remember. We look at stand design. Looking at your stand and how it's the use of color and your marketing message, it's all about color and message. Color is critically important. You've 4 seconds to make an impression as you walk down the hall of it, or as a visitor walks down the aisle of an exhibition. So make your colors bold and stand out. Your message should be big and bold. It should be visible from 15 to 20 feet away to really get your message across and make them want to stop. This increases your visibility and the opportunity for business at the show. So think about color, strong colors, message visible from 15 to 20 feet away, increase your visibility. So looking at some good examples of this in practice, so if we look at the example on the left-hand side here, it's a strong use of color and brand message. Color is critical. Then we look at lighting. If you have an interior designer comes into your house, the first thing they'll tell you is that lighting is critical. It's no different at exhibitions. This is a very good example, if you look at a picture here, of uplighters and downlighters really highlighting the message. We look at storyboarding. Stories in sales work, telling people, creating a picture, a story. So this image here on the right-hand side is a good use of storyboard imaging with a strong, impactful graphic on the right-hand side. So give time to your color and how you're going to use your message at an exhibition. We look at contrast, the contrasting colors between the aisle carpet and the carpet color on the stand. Then we look at this easy to read message in the middle. And accessibility, uncluttered stand, which is easy for visitors to walk onto. This is what encourages people to walk onto stands at shows. So keep these in mind, because you don't want to fall into the trap of bad stand design, which is bad, poor graphics, lack of attention to detail, or no lighting. These representations are not good for a stand at an exhibition, and they won't encourage people to stop. We look at the unfinished stand, the cluttered stand, and even worse, the obstacle course, where people can't even get into it. I see it time and time again where people put so many products and so much furniture on the stand that there's no room for visitors. The whole point of being at an exhibition is to make it functional practical, and appealing for the visitor to stop. We look at pre-show marketing. We live in a digital world, which is great, online and offline. Offline is really important in exhibitions, as so is online. So to look at them individually, we look at online marketing. What are we doing to drive visitors to our stand at an exhibition? In online, we're looking at social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, all the social media channels out there. We look at our website. We look at prime real estate on our homepage, where we should be promoting the fact that we're exhibiting at a show. We look at email marketing, our database, how we can tailor our message specifically to our ideal clients. We look at messenger services, which are becoming more and more popular. Facebook and WhatsApp and all the different messengers are becoming more relevant for business. Maybe we can channel our marketing through some of the messenger services or blogging through our website. These are all critical parts of developing and driving visitors to an exhibition, and more importantly, to your stand. We then look at the offline. Offline is equally important. We look at postal invitations given from the organizer, personalizing them. There's a survey done by HubSpot recently that if you put the person's name in the subject line, it increases the open rate by 2.8%. It doesn't seem like a lot, but that one extra visitor to a show with a personalized invitation may be the difference between a good show and an amazing show. Our print and radio ads, our traditional medium, why not promote the fact we're exhibiting at a show and come and visit us? It's a brilliant way of bringing visitors to your stand. We look at our general correspondence. This is all the correspondence that we send out on a daily basis from our businesses, invoices, statements, emails. Brand them with the company logo and the stand number. Anything that's going to drive traffic is going to increase your opportunity at an exhibition. Lastly, in the pre-show for online, or sorry, should I say offline, I always suggest to personalize it by ringing your top 50 clients. The personal touch. At the very least, if they don't come to the exhibition, you're maintaining contact. Really, really important. It's not always possible to ring every client, so I suggest if you can ring 50 clients of your top clients or top potential clients, it's a great way of driving traffic to your stand at an exhibition. And then we look at training. An interesting statistic, 82% of buying decisions at exhibitions are based on the attitude of the salesperson. So it's key we have the right people with the right pitch, which will give you the right result on our stand. In this regard, I look at things like personal presentation. How are your salespeople or exhibition people presenting themselves personally on the stand? The pitch. What are they saying to drive traffic to your website or into your store or to do business with you? It's all about a really, really good pitch. At exhibitions, unfortunately, there are a number of people who will go who won't be interested in any of the products. They're there for a day out. It's about managing that audience. Not spending time with those guys, but spending the time with the guys who really are interested. You do this by having qualifying questions. A qualifying question is a question that delivers to you this person is interested and has authority and wants to purchase. Really important to have a qualifying question for your stand and your sales team. Then it enables you to classify your leads. Really important that we classify every lead, whatever way you use it, whether it's A, B, C, D, hot, warm, cold, it doesn't matter, whatever works. So it will save you time when you go back to the office. So in terms of my top tips for pre-show, I would always say to people, make a full exhibition plan, a written plan. Set your 3 key objectives. Develop a 20 to 30 second elevator pitch for your business. Put time into your stand design, your message, and your color. Marketing, marketing, marketing. Probably like the name of a TV show. Really important. It's all about marketing your stand before the event and getting visitors to the event, to your stand. And finally, train your team. They know their pitch, personal presentation, how they are going to engage visitors when they're there. Really important. By doing all these things, you're really, really increasing your opportunity for success And it's a great opportunity as exhibitions continue to grow. Second fastest medium platform in history at the moment, actually growing faster than the global economy. Really important to use that exhibition to maximum effect. So for pre-show exercises, what I'm saying to you is you should write down your 3 key objectives. Draft a copy of your exhibition plan and practice and perfect your elevator pitch. This is what's going to work, and this is going to help you really get the results you want from exhibiting.